So this video today is to serve you face using the Nubian 2 palette by Juvia's Place. Yes, honey. And if you have forgotten from my last video, these are the colors in all of their Egyptian beauty. So if you want to see me go from this to this, stay tuned. All right, so I already went ahead and did my eyebrows. I moisturized my face with this Ambi Even and Clear Daily Moisturizer. It's supposed to help even out skin tones. And then I went ahead and prepped and primed my face with Hard Candy Sheer Defense. This is Pore Defense Primer Serum. You can get this at Walmart. It's amazing stuff. And I already put on my base shadow from another go-to palette that I like to use. So yeah, next I'm gonna go ahead and start applying my eyeshadow. All right, so I'm gonna start with the color Cleopatra because clearly I am blue today. And I'm just gonna, like in my last video, if you watched when I did my, my review on the Nubian 1 and 2 palette, these pigments are very concentrated, so a little bit goes a long way. And I just start with that on my lid. And with blue you need to be careful anyways, because it can go like from 0 to 100 real quick. And if you get a little bit, messy, a little bit over too much, like in the crease, that's okay. You can fix it later. It's not a big deal. Learned that a lot of times one of your eyelids will catch color more so than the other one. For this one, for me, it's this side. And what I want to say the reason for that is because you have a pH balance in your skin, and there's a difference in pH and sometimes in people's eyelids. I know that's like weird. I'm into science, so I kind of like did a little research on that. So that is the reasoning why one side will hold color more or catch it more than the other side, and you have to apply it more on one side. So for me, like I said, it's this side, and I've always had a problem with that. I try to get it as even as I can, and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Oh well. We'll move on to my crease color. I have this kind of blending brush, and all these brushes that I use are by e.l.f., and then I do have a few by NYC. I will be using this color, Jezebel. What a name. And that's like a nice matte purple. And so I'll put that on my crease. So that's that for that color. Yes, I look kind of scary right now, don't I? And then, so next I'm going to take this brush, and I'm going to use the color Zuri just to put a little bit at the top to kind of lighten it up. Types of brushes to blend. I'll use one of these little brushes here, and then I use this as well. just something quick and easy and simple. As you can see, there's that for my eyeshadow. Next, I will put on my lashes and I'll come right back to you. And just like that, I'm back. Eyelashes on. And I did some eyeliner, got a little bit going on. And I added a little bit of diamond bling bling to my corners because who doesn't like to shine bright like a diamond? Boo. Alright, moving on. Since my face is already prepped and primed, I like to, first, before I use my CC cream, I like to put on a little bit of concealer. This is by CoverGirl and it is in the color Tawny. I love the brush, and it's actually, it says on it that it's invisible concealer, so you'll notice like once I put it on, when I leave it a little bit, it starts to like disappear and kind of blend in with my skin. So I let that sit just for a little bit, and as you can see, it's starting to kind of like blend with my skin. As it dries, it'll blend more. I don't have time to be sitting here all of 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and start blending. I know some people use like a brush. I like to use a beauty blender. It just, for me, it gets better coverage and I can get it, you know, in the right areas. So I like to use the corner of this and make sure I get right underneath where my you know, dark spots are. And you see that blends in very well. You can see that it's covered so much because in the beginning you saw I do have blemishes, and when I just putting, some days I'll just wear this alone, nothing else, just this, and I'll have full coverage. And I mean, this stuff goes a long way and you don't have to use a whole lot. I love it. And they have it in every shade, and that's definitely a good thing because it doesn't just cater to lighter skin tones, and it's not one of the lines that just caters to dark skin tones. It caters to everyone. You can definitely find your color, no problem. Alright, so now that that's on, we move on to the next CC cream, and this is also by CoverGirl, but it's the Queen Latifah line. I had a little bit of an issue finding my shade. Now this one is a little dark. It has both yellow and red undertones, but it's good for when your skin transitions in the summer and it becomes a little bit darker. I don't use a whole lot, and I just go along and I blot in my 4 or 5 areas. That, and it doesn't even, I mean, it looks like I have makeup on, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't look like it's just caked on, at least in my opinion.
And y'all could be looking at me like, girl, now you know you caked this on.
But you know, that's my opinion. So then again, I go back with the concealer and I just take just a little bit. I don't need as much as I did before, and I go back under my eyes and a little bit right here. And I do it right here because that's where I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation. Go back under my eyes again on this side. And a little bit on my chin. It doesn't hurt. And repeat. now we're all done.
Where them bags at, though? Where they at, though?
All right, moving on to the next step.
Y'all ready to get baked?
So I use my other beauty blender and I take this. This is by e.l.f. It's translucent mattifying powder. I don't use a whole lot of that because even though it's translucent on darker skin tones like mine, it can actually kind of show up and make you look a little ashy. So I just put that right here in this area. And now you also, I know people use like those expensive banana powders or whatever they're called. e.l.f. also makes a translucent HD powder and it's white. And I didn't until recently know how to use it. And I made a rookie move and I threw it away before I actually figured out how to use it. And you can use that to bake your face after you put your powder on. I like to go over my nose because I don't like for my nose to be super shiny. Okay. And that's it. Now, normally I would put on foundation. And this is a foundation I use. It's by Tarte. And this is in the color, Deep Honey. And so, like I was saying about the CC cream, it's a little dark on me, but it's good for when we get later in the summer and I start to tan. So that's what I put on. I don't wear it every day. It's got nice red undertones in it. I have yellow undertones normally in my skin, but during the summer I turn red. So this is definitely a must-have. I got this at Ulta for I want to say $25. It might have been $30, but it's definitely worth it and a little bit goes a long way. But I will not be using that today because I just really don't have the need to. So I'll be back. Next up, I will be putting on my Jeffree Star Liquid Velour lipstick, and this is in the color Androgyny. I waited forever to get this color because it launched, I think he launched it the first time in January or February, and every time I went it was sold out and I was pissed off. I finally got it, so that's what I'm putting on with this today. I guess I could use a liner. I don't normally use liners, but I will use this one. This is Plum and it's a liner pencil by MAC. Okay, now that my lips are lined, I can go ahead and put this on. And the brushes on these, I need to just do a review on his lipsticks alone. That's not what this is about today, but the brushes on these are amazing. And that is the finished look. Literally took no time. I think, well, I mean, in between takes, I kept having to get up and go tell my 4-year-old to quit yelling and screaming because, yeah. But that would probably take me about maybe 20 minutes to do, just because when you put your primer on, you need to let it, you know, soak in, I guess, for a good 5 minutes. And then I'm not going to do it right now, but I normally finish off with my finishing set spray, and it's by e.l.f. But yes, that is my look today. You want to throw on a quick wrap, my little braid, you know, got my hair all braided underneath, and I just kind of wanted to switch it up. So this is it. Matches with my shirt. I'm serving y'all face today. Beat for the gods, right?
Yes.
So yeah, that's it. And thank you guys for tuning in. Like and subscribe. And stay tuned for more makeup looks using the Nubian 2 palette by Juvia's Place. Amazing.